Madam Deputy Speaker, the Honourable Prime Minister, the Honourable Deputy Prime Ministers, the Leader of the Opposition, and Honourable colleagues. I rise to make a statement in this August House of the significant outcomes stemming from the recent high-level visit to Australia by the Honourable Prime Minister, particularly in relation to strengthening law enforcement cooperation between the Fiji Police Force and the Australian Federal Police under the Vuvale Partnership. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Fiji Police Force remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring a safe and secure Fiji for all. We recognize that effective policing in today's world cannot operate in isolation. The challenges we face, whether domestic or transnational, require strong partnerships, strategic cooperation, and shared responsibility. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Fiji-Australian Vuvale Partnership continues to thrive under the coalition government. One key manifestation of this partnership is the Sololevaki Memorandum of Understanding between the Fiji Police Force and the Australian Federal Police. Since its signing, this agreement has fostered closer ties, not just between our two institutions, but across the Pacific. It has enabled shared training opportunities, joint operations, technical support, and collective action against common threats, particularly those posed by organized and transnational crime. Madam Deputy Speaker, during our recent visit to Australia, led by the Honourable Prime Minister, we witnessed firsthand the extent of this growing partnership. I wish to place on record our sincere appreciation to the outgoing Australian Federal Police Commissioner, Mr. Rhys Kershaw. His commitment to Pacific-led regional policing has been instrumental in shaping this collaborative path forward. We also take this opportunity to warmly welcome the incoming Australian Federal Police Commissioner, Ms. Chrissy Barrett, and look forward to her leadership in supporting our shared regional policing priorities. A notable highlight of our visit was to the AFP's Pinkenba training facility in Canberra, where our officers joined colleagues from across the Pacific. The By the Pacific, for the Pacific approach was clearly in action, with regional officers learning, training, and planning together. Madam Deputy Speaker, Fiji has not only been a participant in AFP-supported regional initiatives, but has proudly contributed to the design, development, and implementation of key projects. These include: 1, the $400 million AFP Pacific Policing Initiative, and 2, the Interpol Blue Pacific Project. Both initiatives aim to strengthen policing capabilities across the region through structured cooperation, information sharing, and joint enforcement efforts. Under the Pacific Policing Initiative Pillar 2, a Pacific Police Support Group has been established and deployed to support operations in Vanuatu, Samoa, and Palau, demonstrating the Pacific's readiness to respond collectively to security challenges. Fiji is also actively involved in the development of a formal Pacific policing network, similar in concept to the Asian Pol and Europol. This will enhance regional interoperability and directly strengthen our ability to combat cross-border crime. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Fiji Police Uplift Program is a cornerstone of our institutional reform. I am pleased to report that AFP Executive and Project Manager, Ms. Karen Cameron, is currently in Fiji, working closely with our local project leads. Through this program, we are undertaking critical reviews of our operational and administrative systems, with the objective of becoming a more professional, capable, and trusted policing institution. Madam Deputy Speaker, good news to the force and to those that have already passed through. I also wish to acknowledge a key commitment made during our bilateral agreements: the AFP's support towards constructing and working towards a permanent police headquarters for the Fiji Police Force. For decades, the Police Force headquarters and the Commissioner have been renting and relocating, incurring millions in rental costs. This support, announced during the recent visit of AFP Assistant Commissioner Naivalurua, is timely and deeply appreciated, particularly as we mark 150 years of policing in Fiji. Work is closely underway in identifying suitable land for this important project. Madam Deputy Speaker, we held frank and constructive discussions with the AFP on the urgent need to strengthen joint efforts in the fight against illicit drugs and organized crime. The secondment of AFP officers to support the work of our Counter-Narcotics Bureau and Serious Organized Crime and Intelligence Department has already produced results, leading to seizures, arrests, and charges, including proceeds of crime. Such outcomes show that we are not only intercepting drugs, but also dismantling criminal networks and disrupting their financial operations. Madam Deputy Speaker, we acknowledge that public trust in law enforcement must be earned and maintained. The Uplift program is helping us identify critical areas for improvement. Last month, the AFP also provided Fiji Police with much-needed operational equipment, including vehicles, computers, and support to the Forensic Science Services Unit. This support is not just operational, it is symbolic of our shared commitment to build a policing service that is effective, responsive, and trusted by our people. Madam Deputy Speaker, these developments are aligned with the Honourable Prime Minister's vision for an ocean of peace, where regional stability, unity, and security underpin our development. Australia's commitment to this vision was further demonstrated by announcements to strengthen support in the areas of 1. Border and maritime security, 2. Cybercrime and digital surveillance, 3. Training and infrastructure development, last and not least, intelligence and information sharing. Such initiatives demonstrate the maturity of our Wuwali relationship and Australia's respect for our local context and regional leadership. Madam Deputy Speaker, as the Honourable Prime Minister stated during his address at the National Press Club in Canberra, I quote, "The ocean of peace sits at the centre of our outlook on the security of the Pacific, which also rests on the unity of the region and the vital role that cooperation plays in building and strengthening that unity," unquote. In conclusion, Madam Deputy Speaker, Fiji takes pride in its role as a regional leader, but leadership comes with responsibility. We cannot secure our community's future without regional cooperation. Our Pacific waters are increasingly targeted by crime syndicates. We are not immune, but we are not helpless either. Through strategic partnerships and enhanced capability, we are ready to respond, as demonstrated by the Fiji Police Force and AFP cooperation. I thank the Honourable Prime Minister for the opportunity to participate in this high-level engagement. It reaffirmed the importance of international partnership in strengthening our police force and securing our future. The Uplift program is gaining momentum, and with continued support from the AFP and Government of Australia, we are confident of restoring the trust and confidence of our people in the Fiji Police Force.
Thank you very much.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honourable Naivalurua.